Miss Heather, how is you? How are you? How are you? How are you? I'll go ahead and get started, and I'll explain it to anybody else that comes in and wants an additional understanding. Where am I at? I've been thinking about this cane foot, right? What up, lions? What up? What up? What up? So I've been driving around in this cane in my truck for a week, right? Because it's basically finished. And I'm going to give it to the guy I'm going to give it to. But I didn't have a foot yet, and I was like, I'll go to Depot, I'll find something that I can stick on there. And I just cannot bring myself to find a freaking piece of dumb rubber to pop over the top of this. And I have an idea. My friend's kind of tall, so this cane's kind of long. I made it long enough that I could cut down, but I don't think I'll need to for him. But I think if I add like an inch, that would be good. And if I do that inch in epoxy, that would be good. But I could also add some more color right there at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Epoxy will stand up. What up, TJ? What's up, Calvin? Calvin in the house. Listen, I got the whole rap crew here right now. 4 people, 4 likes. We got 100% participation right now in this room. I don't think that has ever happened in the history. Well, when Heather shows up, she'll show up and be number one and number one all the time. But yeah. So I think I'm gonna try to put some epoxy on here. I'm gonna probably color it black, so it'll go with the rest of this thing. And I might even try to put these flakes in there. They got these flakes that came with the kit with the coloring. I've never used them. I might as well try it. So, you know, we'll make that happen. I also got my pool cue. So every now and then I like to re-slick it. And I can show you all that process too. Because you know a pool cue is all about how smooth it travels between you and makes a lot of difference. Is epoxy slippery against smooth floors? No, I'm definitely gonna texture this. Like on the bottom. That's why I'm using epoxy, because I can like cut into it and give it some good texture. But I'll try it for sure. I'm gonna try it on wet and everything. But the epoxies has like a little bit of a rubbery quality to it too. It's a light, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna try it, because that would suck. That'd be the worst friend ever. Like, here's a cane. Oh, sorry, dude. I just have to grab the cane and flee from the scene. Didn't see nothing, old man. All right. So we'll try it, and that's the good thing, is that the cane's long enough that if it's a total fail, I can cut off 2 inches of that thing and be fine. Totally fine. Yeah, it's kind of tacky, sticky, a little bit. Jay said that's a dope cane. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend. All right, let me get this epoxy. Where's that? And I think what I also want to do is maybe kind of lock it in here, because I don't want it to just pop off like a little cap, you know what I mean? Like a flat surface and a flat surface don't always mate very well. So what I'm thinking is maybe I'll do a couple little cuts across here and see if I can chisel them out just so that the epoxy kind of has a place to seat to and become a mechanical fasten as well as a chemical bond. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. Carrie is the GOAT. Carrie is the GOAT. She has made my heart sing today. You had to be there, but oh my God. The most, like Keith Murray used to say, the most beautifulest thing in this world is just like that. Shout outs to Carrie. If I could play an instrument decent, I would for you. such a, yo, facts. Jay said, I just made a humidor out of a used curio cabinet. That's sweet. That's sweet, Jay. So let me ask you this: what's the modification to make it a humidor? What's the characteristic that you need to accomplish? Like keeping moisture out, keeping moisture in. What's the way? I'm curious about that one. My brother smokes cigars, and I would love it if I could build him something cool like that. I'm gonna have to do some research if you don't want to type too much in the chat. I get it. As you can tell, I'm super shy myself. Come on. Yeah, yeah, go. There you go with the sweet thing, yeah. Got freaking Calvin the Grave Digger and Heather the Bounty Hunter in this piece. Heather was whooping ass the other day, y'all. Appreciate that, Carrie. Lion said, big up the lights people, because he is my proper mate. This is the only time I get to use those two words, hardly any time. What if I were to have an accent? Why does my fake English accent lean more Oliver Twist than Idris? What happened? What happened? I want the Idris accent, isn't it? No, I can't do it. Sounds dumb. Sounds dumb. I can't do it, Lions. There's a coolness, you know, like there's some accents that just have a coolness to them, right? And English accents are very cool, to Americans at least. And Jamaican accents or Caribbean accents are just, in my community, you might as well listen. A good accent will make a 7 and 8.5. I'll tell you that. I could use the help. I could use the help. Fortunately, I've already fooled my wife into thinking I'm worth keeping. Mike says, I'm big, get down to some curry beef with sweet potatoes. Oh, yes, sir. Have at it, Holmes. That sounds delicioso. cutting straight through, and all I'm doing is gauging it by the actual depth of the blade. As soon as that blade is fully flush with that top surface, that's when I'm stopping. I'm just drawing out. So what I'm doing is just making a couple little symmetrical carves through, right? And then I'm going to chip those out, and then I'm going to wrap this in the tape, pour some dye in that epoxy, maybe pour some of those copper leaves in that epoxy, and then see what it does. And if Heather wasn't right, and I'm gonna unalive him with this cane, it's gonna be damn fancy. You know what I'm saying? The firemen are gonna be, oh man, that's a damn fine weapon. I'm like, put that thing in the vault, but save it for later. Taking it home with me. I feel like a whole cereal cane series of people not making it through the day. Copper leaves might be damn fancy. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Thanks. My theory is to make sure nothing gets in or out. Everything is sealed. Every crack, every hole should be good. Make sure it has a hygrometer also. Okay. Now I can do that. I can do the sealing part. Love it. But man, doesn't sound like it's going to be an easy task. You must feel very accomplished for that. I definitely would. How long did it take you to do? Jesus. Sounds like a labor of love. I'm not getting you a good enough angle on this. You don't want to see me. You want to see this action, Jackson. Here we are. Go. There we go. So that's my theory, is that I do this a couple times there and then a couple times here, and maybe that'll help kind of hold it in place. You know what I mean? It might work. It's so crazy, it just might work. Boom, boom, boom. Whisper for me, I don't cry no more. Look to the sky no more. Have mercy on my soul. Somehow my heart's in cold. So it's going to be at the bottom. Not sure, but cedar may change the smell and taste of the cigars. Just wondering. I hear cedar is very good for that kind of space, though. I think there's some quality of cedar that it handles moisture very well, because they do make steam rooms out of cedar a whole lot. I love the way cedar smells too. Jay says it keeps the pests away. Ah, so many good qualities. I don't think I'm gonna overdo this. It's not a real joint. And yeah, I just don't wanna. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it, and I'm gonna try to figure out where those leaves are. Is that how you say it when you're talking about a bunch of leaves? You don't say leaves for gold leaves. Gold leaves, right? Right. I'm not stupid, right? Tell me if I'm stupid. Huh. Now all I should need for this is a little blue or yellow tape. I just walk the circle around. Grill up some fish on the cedar plank, says Calvin. Calvin, every time I build something out of cedar, I keep a stash of it just for the grill. Just so that I can throw some of that on the grill and get that smoky cedar in there. It is my way. It is my way. So I wrap that. Trying to make sure it stays a little wide so it can get all the way in there good. Then it'll be tight back here. So now we got the fast setting stuff, the 90-second business right here. So we got to mix it fast. We got to get it in there fast. And we got to somehow figure out how to get flakes in it too. Where are the flakes at? Where my flakes at? Where my flakes at? Where my flakes at? Where my flakes at? Yeah, man, I had to give up my good knife at the airport. Had to give it up. And I always think of it. As soon as I see that security thing, I go, ah. And then I go, there's no way, huh? And they go, no way. And I just walk over to the trash can. Clunk, clunk. Sad, sad day. Thank you. Thank you for the blessings, both of you. Appreciate that. The indigenous Vancook shad like Tabat. Dang. I don't know what that is. I don't know what you said, Dad. What Dad talking about, cuz? Let's see. You make some great looking canes, my brother, says Mike. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate that. We're gonna shake up these. We might just, what if we just mix this hardcore in with the clear, right? Like the black might muck it up. What if we start with a clear pour with this in it, like heavy, and then do let that harden 90 seconds, and then put the black mix on top of that. That would be dope. Yes, Wes, your idea is brilliant. Thanks. So it'd be epoxy with copper in it on the end of the cane. It'll be epoxy mixed into the epoxy, the clear epoxy, and then the dyed black epoxy on top of that. So it'll be like wood, glitter, black. Carrie says you can, but you will need to make sure the tape is sturdy enough. This is automotive tape, which is very, very similar to painter's tape. So I've done it a little bit. I haven't really done it a lot, to be honest. I guess that's what I meant by a little bit. But what I can do is just sand and refinish a little bit if it tries to get carried away. Carried away. Oh, yeah. I'm going to mix it in a container. I'm sorry, I wasn't clear. I'm going to mix it in a container, do little micro pours. Gotcha. I gotcha. But, you know, I'm safe than sorry. As soon as you said that sturdy enough, I was like, I need to put more tape on it. Okay. F it, just do it. I know that's right. I know that's right. Friday night, feeling right, body's pumping, feeling nice. I don't know anything about that song. If you do, your knees hurt. Let me see. Where's all my little plastic containers at? Why the bomba cloud? La cantina. If you didn't study, I got container everywhere today. I got none. We're gonna have to use one of these. Them. They don't go for nothing else. They don't go for nothing else. Anyway. I need a mixing stick. All right, here we go. Just me and you. Your mama and your cousin too. Rolling down the strip on the road. Pulling up, slamming Cadillac door. Me and you. Your mama, your cousin too. Rolling down the strip on the road. Pulling up, slamming Cadillac door. So flaky and leafy. It's glorious. Okay. I'm convinced that can work. I'm convinced. This shit, I'm gonna stick to stuff. Okay. I'm gonna put the epoxy in this container right here. Do this like a magic trick. Nothing up my sleeves. Flammity Flam Razzmatazz. It's a 50-50 mix. Try to keep your plunger even. Everything should be Gucci, baby. Alright. Now, always pull your plungers back. See how that went back in there? That's going to keep you from having all that over drip, all of that messiness that you don't want. I've used this thing a couple times. I have not made a mess of it yet. Listen to your Uncle Wes on this one. I'm trying to tell you something. I'm trying to freaking tell you something, kids today. Alright, I'm gonna just dump those in there while I mix it. I don't think I got time to dilly-dally about. One direction generally is what it recommends. But a 90-second setup means that I'm going to start to put it in there like right now. And this is intended to be adhesive, so it should be hardy enough. And the chemical bond itself should be pretty intense. Pretty good. Now I'm gonna try to get that to sit upright, so that I stay even Steven, so that you don't have a tilt to the pour, because there's gonna be a hard line between that and the black, as there always is, unfortunately. Okay, I'm over here miking it up, ignoring the chat entirely. Got $2,000 in the chat and didn't even know it. Yeah, I could always send and start over. Alright, so I'm gonna start mixing this. Whilst I'm mixing it, I gotta get some black in there. Good. All right. Enough. Mix that. We got a good mix there. Like 90 seconds, it says, right? So that we could assume that this was dry, but it's not. It's not dry. But I'm going to stir this a little bit to the last minute. And we're just going to pour it in there. And we're just not going to bother either of them. But I'm not going to try to make it, blend. Oh snap, it's blending right down in there. It's just taking over. Oh man. I'm gonna just cover the whole bottom then. Hopefully it'll leave a little bit at the top. Dang it. My impatience has foiled me again. But I got enough for another batch if I need it. What this experiment is looking like. Man, it's hot. It is so weirdly hot. It's bubbling. It's bubbling so much. As I said, epoxy. Carrie said, Heather, can I call you Ladybug? Anything that gives me some way to be annoying, I'm taking it, sure. I think you're a ladybug to me, says Carrie. Why did I imagine Carrie's accent to be Paula Dean? What happened? It's stiffening up. Oh, it's hot, hot now. It's like hot. Oh my God, I had a bug. Oh, something flew in here, man. And I'm angry about it. Do you have to torch it like the other epoxy? Generally speaking, the torching of the epoxy is to keep the bubbles out. Um, I don't care as much about that with this. And also, I don't know if you're supposed to do that with this epoxy. It doesn't call for it on the packaging at all. But, for the good looking stuff um, that I've got in the big containers, I do put the heat gun on them though. This is probably this is going to be on the ground mostly. And that's also why I'm willing to try something this drastic this late in the game on it. It's already firm. Like, I already want to pull the tape off, and then as soon as I do, I'm going to rip the whole thing off and ruin it. Because that's what I be doing. Tripping. All right, I'm going to set this to the side, right? Put you right here. And then that way, I can get my other project. Get this pool cue percolating. Oh snap, I got the freaking batteries on the truck. Hold tight, I'll be right back. Heather said, they've told me that, but I would say that come live this life, which has been always loving and nice. If I could levitate with beautiful wings. Oh, that's sweet. I understand that. I would have a reply far too long for the chat, but I understand heavily with your sentiment. And then Carrie says, me too. Did we just become best friends? Did we just become best buddies? All right. I got to run out there to the truck. Be right back. Back. I'm also over here. Jeez. I'm also over here, friends. Perfect. Epoxy is hard here. Let's see what the texture be like. Very rubbery. Very rubbery. But it doesn't feel all the way cured either. Well, it's not a liquid anymore though. It is sticky. So while I clean my hands, we'll get set up for this pool stick. It's definitely not liquid anymore. Some pool sticks will have the ferrule that comes out. Some will have the one that goes in, just the male, female. Like that. In which case you can just grab that with the drill, but this is the female end, so. And this is the part we want to maintenance. We want that to be smooth, no bumps, nothing. And then we want to get it down to a really clean finish after that, so that I can dominate old dudes on their own turf. Senior citizens. Steve says waiting on stuff to dry is the worst. Yes. Or Rami says greetings, salutations, West and West heads. Greetings, good buddy. I'm gonna put you over here a little further back. That'll give you some more room. Perfect. All right. The way we solve this problem is clipping a screw. Clipping a screw, Wes? Yes, clipping a screw. Well, how do you clip a screw? Well, let me show you. First thing you do is you get a screw. Any old screw? No, not any old screw. But I want to clip. Clipping screw, Wes? Yep. Good old clipping screw. All right. I'm going to try this time, which is, it's actually a finish screw. It's got a small head, but a little bit thicker than the body, and it's made to countersink. That might not be the worst situation for what we're trying to do here. You might be able to get it to work. So first, we got to get it in the hole. All right, and I'm going to do that with a manual tool, because you don't want to drill that too far, and you don't want to bore that hole out, because it'll ruin the chances of ever doing that again. Also, I'm a professional ninja in my spare time, so pretty much recover from anything if it goes haywire, you know. See if we can find the right star bit for this, though. That's going to be the concern of the week. I always have a house set of bits. Got a house set and a work set. The work set is in a whole toolbox. So I'm going to just screw that in there a little bit. A little bit. I'm not going to go too far. I get good resistance, that's enough. That's why you want a manual tool, so you can feel that resistance. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is clean this. And by clean it, I mean I'm going to sand it. And I'm going to sand it just like I would anything else. I'm going to start a little heavy, and then I'm going to go lighter. Only I'm going to start here with maybe a 220 already. It's already pretty smooth. Carrie said it'll split your shaft. You do this without a drill? Really? Well, if you go into a fiberglass core, what you have to do is put a really fine drill bit in there, and then you go in with like a fine. What I use is a metal sheetrock screw, which is narrower with a finer teeth, and then I send it in like a 3-inch, and then I snip the end off of it, and then I'll do it, because I've actually got a short of doing it on a fiberglass uh, cube. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. So I think I'm close to locked in. And again, I'm going to start with the 220 here. Oh, that box. Oh, I almost got it, and it just popped right off me and kept floating around. So disrespectful. Where's the bug killer? I'll turn the screened bug fan on so that I can mutilate, not participate. Maybe I should start with the 120 at least. I'll do 120, go to 220, then I'll go to 400, so on and so forth. Oh, jumped off right away. I'm gonna have to split it. It's that head is hard to grab. I was hoping I could get away, but I'm gonna have to clip it off. Now, there we go. Where was I? See how that looks? So it's the only spot I've hit so far. It's gonna get rough before it gets pretty. Oh, is my battery dead? Oh. Oh. How non-orgasmic is that? Ugh. What a letdown. I have a charger in here. I'm an alternate power source. I think just both of my batteries that I have in this shop are dead. Got started. Let's try it. I'm gonna jump to the 220 because I don't got time to mess around now. I might have the only battery here. Dare you? Oh. It hurts my heart in the worst way. Breaking my heart. Ugh. I try to keep my drill far away from my shaft safeties first. My cubes cost thousands of dollars, so this is making me very nervous. Oh, this is like maybe a $300 cube, but it's a beast. Oh my god! But it's just wood. You know what I'm saying? All the rules apply. But I don't have a single charged battery in my shop right now. Everything's bums me out. bums me out. I gotta abandon this ship, and this one I did not want to not do. Because when I see this guy tomorrow, I'm gonna put a hurting on him on that pool table. I gotta have my stick ready. Because otherwise, you put a hurting on me. So I'm gonna park that. I'm gonna be disappointed. And I'm gonna pray for redemption here. It still doesn't mean it'll necessarily be okay to sculpt or work on it, right? Do I know that? I don't know, Jack. Do it by hand? No. No. I need that high revolution because I need a very ultra slick surface. And I can't mimic that with my hand. I just can't. Not nearly as good. That's like a glass finish when you're done. But I respect the hustle and the suggestion to say, carry on, Wes, with your man hands. Make it happen, Captain. I respect it. All right. First of all, the glitter has exposure. I mean, of course we gotta polish it, sand it, and finish it, and all of that. But, like, it makes sense with the rest of this joint, right? But yeah, I think that's something. I don't know if y'all can see this well enough. I might have to flip the camera. Alright, let me see. Almost looks like little rocks in there or something. That is going to be cool. It's all the way to the edge everywhere. So that's going to be good. And all I'm going to have to do is just sand off right at the edges and then clean that up, make it smooth and round. Like, that's going to be cool. Once again, it may be too early. I don't know. Let me take my gloves off and just touch it and see if it feels ready to be handled in that way. It's still a little tacky. It's still a little tacky. That's it. But you can tap it. It's hard. This from a special delivery. Clips like this keep my wrist all shivery. Yo, how many people in the chat real quick? Let me see. I don't want to be. There's too many people in here. There's like, what, 12? Yeah, like 20. Yo, people who are regular to the channel and regular to the chat know who I built this for. Have not seen them since I asked for addresses to send them out to. Like, have not seen that person in the chat since that day. Hope they're alright. But I might have to hold on to that joint. I might have to bling up myself. You know what I'm saying? Unsolved mysteries. Scoop Doobie says, nice job, Wes. Thank you. Kane is like an I spy, all these little details to see and appreciate. Yeah. Thanks, Kier. That was Heather. Sorry. Thanks, Heather. I'm going to carve some of this off of here because I got carving tools and I can do that kind of ish. Carving tools that are yours. I shall need you now. Oh, there you are. Shit is falling on the floor. Stuff is falling on the floor. Carrie says I did a great job pouring. Thank you. I was thinking the opposite, but I don't know much about it enough to know when I did it right, to be truthful. So it's good to have some confirmation that I didn't ruin everything. You know what I'm saying? Feels good. It feels real good. I don't even know if I'm going to clip much off of any of that. I might just kind of hit the corners just to bevel them around. But I do want texture on the bottom. And it kind of created its own. And I'm just saying the little light bevel round bouts that bottom. Light bevel. And then I'm gonna just try to get it to stay following the same line all the way down, you know what I mean? Because look at here. I don't mean to brag, but look at that little knife. Watch it, watch it, watch it. Once that starts to polish, if it polishes, I don't know. It's probably the cheapest epoxy you can get. But if it'll polish up, it's got potential. It's got potential, baby. Alright, sorry I got excited. Should not have called you baby. Or dear. Honey lamb, sweet cheeks. Or sugar muffin. Although I myself am partial to sugar muffin. Like, this dude is whittling epoxy. What in the YouTube nonsensory is going on? This dude is whittling epoxy. Mom, wake up. There's a dude on the internet this very moment whittling epoxy. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll be listening to chat when it's not like right in front of me, and I'm trying not to mess stuff up. I feel like a kid on the playground who's studying. You know what I'm saying? Hey guys, anybody need their homework done? Still won't pick me for the kickball team. That goes through as an underdog. Man, I tell you what. I know I'm boring, but them 4 days off, YouTube is like, yo. You ever have a boss that if you call in one day, he give you 2 days off, mess up your money? Oh yeah, man, I just want to make sure you're all right. Go ahead and take another. Yeah, that's what YouTube did. They were like, oh yeah, ain't nobody gonna watch you now. Cause ain't nobody gonna know. Ain't nobody gonna know. Ain't nobody love you better. Make you happy. Take me to this way. Nobody love you better. Love you better. Look into each other's eyes. I wish you knew something about that. You weren't, and your knees didn't hurt so bad. Oh. Have a great night, boy and God. DIY. What did old Rami say? Oh yes, it's crow. I almost said crow crusher. Crow tusher. Lots and lots of stuff you could say that would make your friends giggle. Lots and lots of stuff you could say that makes your body jiggle. Why don't you just say it? Why don't you just let it go? Oh, is this okay? 220. Guess I was gonna have to bump it up one by one anyway. At this point, I've just committed that I'm gonna have to sand the bottom of the cane again too as I do this to get it smooth and clean in a way that I can tolerate. But I'm hoping it's gonna polish back properly. That guy, Boring Guy DIY, Stephen. Have y'all seen this channel? He does some cool stuff. I'm at 220 now, and I'm, for the most part, pretty happy with the shape. Not 100%. I got a little bit to do right here. And all I'm doing is just trying to follow this octagon down and keep it on the same line, so to speak. Keep my lines clean all the way down. I don't want to break those angles. If I do, not by very much. Now I think I'm going to go up to the 400 grit. And then after that, probably start getting into some wet sanding. Okay, 400. Stop it. Stop it. Seriously. Go to the 1500 from here. We'll get some water for it. Okay, I'm back. 1500 grit and some water. That's what we're gonna do. It will start to lighten up some from here on. It'll still ash over, but it'll start to get some idea of what it might be as it's getting wet. And try not to get my hopes up too high, you know what I'm saying? Alright, that's the 1500. Not bad. Not bad. Gonna go to the 4,000 now, 3,000. Don't you say it. Don't you say it. It's getting really slick and smooth in terms of friction. And I don't know if that camera's going to show it quite as good as it is, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Let's see what other grits I might have down there. What was that? 3,000? I lost it. Yeah. I think that was 3,000. Let's look at that one more time. Alright, let's dry it off and see what we got. I'm gonna have to clean your lens too, by the way, so just hold still, just hold still. Let me do it. When we got it all ashy and sandy, and then we sanded it back to a nice, clean, smooth. Didn't focus again. Let me see if I can get it better. Chill out. Like, it's not magnificent, but it's interesting a little bit, and it's going to be on the ground. Mm-hmm. And here it feels like rubber. So I think good enough to be on the ground. If you pick it up and see the little detail, it's an interesting little thing to have be there. Didn't turn out perfect. Didn't turn out awful. We can also put some compound on it and then buff it with the Dremel tool. See if we can get it a little bit shinier. But I'll tell you, there's a couple of things I want to build. There's a couple of things that I want to do. And while I just got like 5 or 6 people in here who have really been instrumental, I do want to just talk about that a little bit and just tell y'all what I'm going to be doing. I am going to go ahead and get started on building out this basement apartment in addition to my shop. My shop's going to stay the same, but I'm going to build out the whole other side of this. I'm going to build a whole new bathroom over there. I'm going to build a kitchen over there, and I'm going to tile it all. I'm going to waterproof it all. I'm going to do the whole thing alone. But I'm going to film all of it And I just wanted y'all to actually be able to get a chance to come in and see some of the stuff I really, really like to do on my job, and some creative stuff that's just my own ideas and no client to wrestle with. But I like this. I wonder if this... Let me see. Where's the Dremel at? Right here. And I'm not even sure how you're supposed to do this, to be honest with you. With the Dremel and this thing. Maybe I'll probably put some of this on it. But I'm not sure how you're supposed to do that. I'm going to just spray some of this 6 micron on it. See if I can do it without splashing my eyes out. Safety swing. All right, let's clean it up. It's not magnificent, but it's not bad. It's better than that freaking some plastic plug from Home Depot. I really had a half a mind to do an actual dovetail in there, and now I regret it because you can totally see those cuts. Mr. Polite says, hey man, how's it going? What am I using today? Just working on this cane. I just put this tip on it. I did an epoxy tip because I thought it would look cool with the rest of the cane. And I think it did. It looks alright. Tim Reed said, hey Mr. West. What up, Mike? Runick in the building. What's up, Runick? How are you? How are you, champ? So, we wanted to try to put some more of it. See this copper? The inlaid copper into the cane. And then so I wanted to do something in the foot as well. And I did. And now we can call it complete. Runick says, she's fine, thank you. Good evening, Carrie. Runick is, oh, this wet sand I'm going to do everywhere. This feels so much better than the rest of the cane. Oh my God, I got to do that everywhere. I see what you're doing, but don't do it. Don't do it. See what you want to say, but don't say it. Okay? Alright? Respect my space. Okay. And then I'm going to have to do this in front of you. Jesus. You got the finish on this already, so this wet sand really isn't going to take off any wood. It's just going to smooth out the finish and give us a nice feel to the touch. This is a 1500 I got on there right now. And I don't know if you've ever done this or not. If you've ever taken some sandpaper up to the 4000 grit, you'll realize that something magical happens to that finish. I don't know what you call it, but it gets slicker than what you expect that wood can get. And we have achieved that yet again up here. We're going to hit the handle, same thing with the 1500 first. Just like we would any other sand situation, pretty much follow all the same rules, except it's wet. And I want it feeling like that everywhere there's contact to the hand, which is pretty much everywhere, except for down here. I don't care about this being slick at all. In fact, I don't want it to be at all. Eco Woodcrafts, what's going on? What's going on? Just Vid says, wow, you're good at that. I don't know, man. I'll take the compliment, because I'm trying to get good at not shitting on every compliment I get. So, thank you. I'll say that. I'll leave it at that. Baby Kisses says, yep. Scoob Doo shouts out. Carrie says, I'm about to take off. I'll let you West in chat. Thanks for coming through, Carrie. We appreciate you like always. Have a great, great night. Know that you made my day today, and I hope you sleep well. And you know what you did. Uh-oh. You know what you did. Uh-oh. I'm glad y'all be stopping in for me, man. I really do. I really do. It's crazy how much different this feels when there's a bunch of people encouraging you and giving you other ideas. You know what I'm saying? In these projects, these woodworking projects, especially these ones that we're going to call creative, right? It's uncharted territory a lot of times. Like, Calvin's built beds before, I'm sure, but nobody's built 10 beds like that, you know what I mean? So there's always this element of learning involved as you do it. Little scoop. People are kind of watching, and if you mess up in front of a bunch of people who you're there to, I guess, try to impress. I don't know. This cleaned up splendidly. It looked like we got a little scuff right here. And then I look like I gotta put my finish back on a little bit right there where I sanded down, but I'm okay with that. But everywhere else, oh, this thing feels amazing. It feels amazing. Look at that, how that light shines. That's not wet. That's just the texture. That's not wet. Dilly-dally of a walking stick. I think so. My pleasure, and fun watching you playing around. Oh, thank you, baby kisses. Thank you so much. But yeah, I think we did good with this one. No need to impress me, Wes. I appreciate learning from you. Thanks, Scooby. Well, for those who haven't seen it, I'm going to have to do the party trick. Isn't it crazy how you can't see the other one from the side of, like there are two crosses in there. There's this one, and you can't see the other one. And then there's this one, and you can't see the other one. It's crazy. The power of translucence. Scoop Dude said that cane is sweet. Tim said it needs a cane. It needs a name. Oh, I don't know yet. I don't know. The Falcon. Because we are in Atlanta now. But I like it. When I give it to him tomorrow, I'm going to see if he'll let me take a couple pictures. See if it looks as cool in a gentleman's hands. I had so much fun doing all that detail. So I've made 3 canes total now. This is one. The other one I gave to my father-in-law. He was not impressed at all. He didn't care about that thing at all. I heard it hit the floor when he put it inside of his apartment. He was like, oh yeah, thanks. And he put it inside the apartment, and then you hear a clink. And then I look up, and he looks back, and he just leaves it there and closes the door. I'm so sad. Let me show you the first prototype cane that I made. And I made this out of just some, it looks like a crutch, right? Like a little tinny crutch. But it's actually a cane. But I make these with the idea that you could, weaponize them if you had to. Old guys walking down the street, you need a little bit of help because you got a neat thing from a football entry in 1972. Rottweiler pulls up, you got to be able to still put your, you know what I'm saying? Your daddy don't have to be no punk just because his knee's bad or his hip surgery wasn't healed up yet. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm going to do something with him on Etsy. The Big Daddy Canes. Big Daddy Canes. Big Daddy Canes. Ruger says candy canes. Ruger says candy cane. Yeah. Put a sword in it, says Jay. Name it Sugar. Here you go. This is Sugar. This is Sugar for you. It could just be the Duke. The guy I'm giving it to, his nickname is Duke. Little Duke. This could be the Duke. The Duke. Yeah, it's very classy. I like the Duke. Oh, thanks for hanging, man. It's good to just hang out with y'all sometimes, I swear. I've got some other cool stuff I want to do, but before I even get to that stuff in there, I'll probably pick up some stuff tomorrow, but my wife's got some family stuff to do, so I'll be back and forth all weekend, but if I can see you, I'll try. And I am absolutely for sure going to the post office tomorrow, and people gonna get some mallets. And then that way I can clear that table back there and start making more mallets and giving them away too. So anyways, I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me and the Duke. West Desert. Have a great night. Hey brother, how you doing? Currently in my garage right now, weathering up a fire pit. Man, much love to you. I hope you have a great night doing it. I'm gonna get my butt out of this chair and go watch some chick flicks with my missus. Baby kisses, deuces to you too, honey bunny. Alright y'all, be good. Thank you again everybody that did come out and did hang out and did comment, like, and subscribe. All of the things. Just for being cool and being around. Peace. Pals.